Hi, this is Tina at Tina Stitches. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel on YouTube that we refer to as Flosstube, and it's all about cross stitch. Welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate it. It's been a while since I've done a one-on-one Flosstube. The last couple that I've put out have been collaborations, one with my sister and the other one with Amy and Gail from Mimi Stitchery and Gail's Golden Needle. I had fun doing all of them, and I just didn't want to leave it too long before I give you guys an update on my stitching. So I thought 2 weeks since my last collaboration is a good time to update you on my current status of whips and plans, because we're into June. It is June 16th, Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there and all the moms who have to be the dads and all the people who miss their dads. Happy Father's Day. I hope it's a wonderful day. I hope the weather's good and barbecues are going. So yeah, so let's get on with the stitching. First thing I'm going to share is the project that I'm supposed to work on my lunch break when I have the time, because sometimes I just don't have the time. So this is Well Suited by Ink Circles. Sorry if there's going to be glare. Currently it's blue skies. It's 4 in the afternoon, and yeah, it was overcast all day, and so now the sun has decided to appear. So let's see how well this is going to turn out. I wonder if I should turn on this. We'll see. So this is Well Suited, and just a little bit more work over here is all that's been done so far. So yeah, I mean, it's still at about 3/4, but yeah, I should do a before and after. I don't know if my I didn't save any pictures from the collaboration, so this will be quite a difference before and after. Put that away. This comes to work with me, and I try to stitch on it on my lunch break. This is stitched on 25 count, 1/1 full X antique white Lugana, I believe. 25 count. Okay, if you heard that groan, that's because I have Khaleesi in here with me. She's not been very easy to settle today, so yeah. I don't really have a whole lot of projects because I've been focused on just a couple. And this one here is going to be, I'm going to continue to focus on it because honestly, I would love to have this done by July. I don't know if it's going to be possible though. This is in my Alice in Wonderland bag. This is The Queen of Hearts by Owl Forest Embroidery. Here's what it will look like when it's finished. Here's what it looked like the last time I shared it and remembered to save a picture. And here's where we're at. Moving stuff out of the way. Here's where we're at now. I'm thinking it's looking really good on camera, but you never know. This is 28 count mallow or 32 count. 28 count mellow cashel linen by Picture This Plus. It's a pale yellow splotchy type fabric, and so just today I finished putting this in, and the watch. His eyes are finished, the back stitching there is finished, these motifs are finished, and the flowers are new. So basically what I've been trying to do is getting everything finished in that upper section so that I can move the scroll frame. Well, move the Q snap. This isn't a scroll frame. So if I, get everything stitched that needs to be stitched, I can move it up and not have to worry about, well, what do I have to go back to? So that's why I did it like that. Let's see if we can try to do a side-by-side, before and after. Okay, no space for all of this stuff. So, the next project I'm going to show you is one I don't think I've shown you for a while, mainly because you're not going to see a whole lot of difference. This is Inner Depths by Chris Ortega, artwork here, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and here's where it was when you last saw it. And it's a big one. Here's where it's at now. And I've been just working my way. Which way am I going? I've been coming across here, filling in up to line 70, I believe it is. And I say up to because I'm working on this upside down. So I see it upside down, so I'm working my way up. But when it's the right way, I'm working my way down. And I got things on the desk here, and lights and stuff. So, yeah, it's just a lot of background filling in. Pretty soon we're going to be getting into her face and such. So, yeah, let's see if we can show a before and after and see if you can really tell any difference. There's probably, I think there's about 3,000 stitches since I last showed you, because like I said, it's all background, so you might not see a lot of difference. So there's that. That's one of my full coverage stitches. That one is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, if I hadn't said that already. It is 25 count, 2/1 half cross, because that's how I like to stitch my full coverage. And so my next full coverage that I'm going to show you is my stitching shelf by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Here's what it will look like when it's finished. And I started this October of 2022 with a couple of other people. We have a Facebook group. There's a bunch of people posting on there. Some people are making huge leaps, and some people are just trailing behind, and some people need to restart it. What can I say? I've been stitching pretty faithfully on this. My rotation consists of me stitching on a full coverage project pretty much every morning, about half an hour, 20 to 30 minutes. I just set my timer. You know, I have 15 minutes before I have to go to work. I set it for 15 minutes. Then I stitch whatever I can. Trying to do typewriter method. I'll be right back. Okay, so Khaleesi was being fussy, so I took her downstairs. We'll see how long this lasts. So this is going to be a relatively quick video because I didn't write everything down. I'm pretty sure I got everything that I stitched on, so... And the dog is being fussy. That's not unusual, but... Okay, so a stitching shelf, Amy Stewart, 25 count, 2/1, half cross, just like all the rest. Here's what it's supposed to look like. If I didn't already show it. Here's where it was the last time I clipped a snapshot from it, from a video. And here's where I am now. So I have moved the Q-snap, and I'm focusing into this area now on this. So yeah. I know it looks bizarre me peeking around, but I can't tell what you see, so yeah. It is, this was my last area of focus, and now this is going to be the area of focus. Mostly working in the parked threads. And once they're parked, I'll come in and fill in, working at typewriter method across in an area, and then like this vignette, I will work typewriter method across and try to fill in just this vignette. And in some instances it's easier than others. This one is like twice as big as the last one that I did up here, it feels like, just because her books are a lot closer together. I don't know. It's just how you view it, right? So, yeah. Let's see if we can do a before and after, side by side. They're going to be completely different because they're completely different areas. But this is where I'm working now. So yeah. 1,000 stitches on each project, and then it gets rotated to the next project. In my morning rotation, which I was kind of explaining before the dog made rude comments. So, that one has got its 1,000 stitches and rotated onto Hatter. I'll give you a quick look. It's had about 500 stitches. This is Hatter by Gecko Rouge, and it's right here, so why not? Here's where it was, or what it should look like, and here's where it is now. And basically this area right here is new. Pretty easy. I got these all this morning today because it's a mostly, you know, 4 shades of reds. Yeah. So here's, let's see if we can do it before and after. Okay. So, 2 more projects. And then I think that's it. I nearly forgot this one, as you can tell. That's why I have to zip it open. So, there is a sale going on. This has been released by Living on the Rainbow. This is a book sal, which you basically stitch all the pieces and then they will get assembled into a book. And I just need to rethread my needle. And so I am behind. I am woefully behind, like very behind. The only time I showed this was in the collaboration video with Amy and Gail. We are all working on this. The three of us each have different fabrics picked out, and well, I chose 16 or 18 count, whatever the called for, fabric for the cover, and black Ada. And here's where I'm at, and mostly I just finished all of the mushrooms this morning on my Zoom call with Amy and Gail, and so now there's just the filling in the background. So there you can tell there's not a lot filled in. I don't have the back cover anywhere near being finished, barely started. And now the pages for the inside have been released. I have in my stash a piece of 32 count, I think it's 32, whatever the called for count, because it's very important that you use the called for or make adjustments appropriately. If you change the cover, you have to change the inside, blah blah. But this piece of fabric, I measured it, I checked the count, I dyed it. It's a little bit pinkish kind of tone to it. Not quite as tan as I wanted it. I used the tan Rit. This started off as white. It is now, well, it is this color. And I have gridded all of the pages as per the instructions. And I will have exactly enough. Like, this is the actual strip that was left off of something that I made, and I kept the scrap, and perfect size for this project. It's meant to be. And so this is the first page that was released over a week ago. I am short one color, and then I have to do the back stitching, and then this will be finished. And then I could go on to the second page, and that's already been released. And the third page is going to be released sometime this week, so you can see I'm not going to be able to keep up. I will try to get regular progress on it, but I won't be finished when everybody else is. And I can pretty much say the same thing for Amy and Gail. None of us have the time to stitch all the things. All of the things. So, one more project, I think, and then that will be all caught up, because, yeah, I've had some, it's been 2 weeks, I've had some pretty good focus time on these projects, which is what sometimes something needs, and I'll get to that in plans. This one was a struggle bus. I had started this back in October, I believe it was, and I had stitched quite a bit of it, and I came to the point when I picked it up this time where it was like, I need to make a decision. I'm either going to stop this and start it on a new fabric because I'm really not loving this fabric, or I will have to persevere. It's now or never. Change it now, because this is from a kit, and if I go any farther with these threads, I'm gonna run into trouble. This is Dimensions Gold Collection sled stocking. Does it say who the artwork is by? Sam Tim. This is being stitched for my nephew's wife, and I've made him a stocking back when he was a teenager, and so I gotta make her a stocking. This one, it kind of matches the one that I made for him. Yeah, I think of them like a set. They're not even in the same, the other one is not even a dimensions kit. If I have a picture of it, I will try to remember to, you know, show you when I show you this again, if I remember. You know how memory can be. But basically it was of a blue church. It was a stocking on blue Ada with the church being the focus. And this one is a stocking with blue Ada. And there's a church in the background. And so that, to me, ties these two together really well. And, yeah. So I had started up in this corner, and I had done a lot of the red, and started on the background up here, and pulling 4 threads of floss through the fabric. The kit Ada, it was a real challenge. I've done it before, I've powered through before. Band-aids on hands, leather thimbles, you know, all the stuff. And this time I was like, I don't know if this one is really worth it. I might change out the fabric. Hummed and hawed about it, talked it through with Amy and Gail on our Sunday morning Zoom last week. And I decided to wash it and see how it turns out. If the fabric softens up and I can use it, then I will just go ahead and power on, keep going, because that was a pretty good start that I had on it, and I really don't. I would have felt somewhat bad for stopping and restarting it, but not horrible, but it is what it is. Anyways, it's fine. This fabric is now usable. I am okay with it. Yeah. So let's do a side-by-side before and after. And so here's where we are. And yeah, all of this here is new. Basically I had this, I had that all, but I did add to this somewhat. And I've added all of this here because this fabric does not bother me anymore. Nowhere near what it was before. This is the top edge of the sleigh. So, yeah. I am enjoying this, and I want to stitch on it some more. I really, really do. I want to leave it out as a focus project. But I have other projects that I need to focus on. I do want to get the Queen of hearts done before my birthday in July. So I want to focus on that one instead. But putting this away right now is a good thing, because then I will be encouraged. I won't be dreading picking it up again. Yeah. I am really happy with this one now. I even considered starting on the back stitching, because I do like to backstitch as I go, and that's a good, there's a decent amount of backstitch in just this area here. So anyways, that's where it's at right now. There's probably about 1,000 stitches in this, so I think that's really good. I don't have misconceptions about having that one ready for Christmas. It would be nice, but it's not likely. Which is, you know, I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is with stitching. Things take time. I will try to pull it out every month. If I get 1,000 stitches a month done on it, that would be a great accomplishment. That would take me about a week of time each time I pull it out, I think. I mean, this one was a little more than a week that I worked on it, because I worked on it for a little bit and then was like, I can't do it. And this last week I've been flipping between Queen of Hearts and the sled stocking. Queen of Hearts and the sled stocking. And a little bit of Mushroom Sal too. So yeah, I'm looking around here, trying to think of what else did I work on. That really was pretty much it. Yeah. So until next time, I mean, I don't really have anything else to share. I've been thinking about doing a kit parade. What do I have kitted up? What's on my shelf? All these things. I have more whips than I'm comfortable with. And the only reason I say that is because there are some projects now that are not, they're neglected. They're sitting right there, right in plain view. So I should pick them up and work on them, but they're getting neglected. And I don't really want to start anything new until I get those out of the way, because anything else that I have ready to start, they're pretty big. So yeah, you know how it is to get drawn to new things. And honestly, these are things that are in my stash for a long time. And I just looked at a couple of them today and almost started pulling DMC and things, because they deserve to be started too. Yeah, I need to make a plan, except that I tend to self-destruct when it comes to plans. I don't know how to put it. Plans are my downfall. I have to do so much planning at work that I just want to come home and stitch. Just sit down and just stitch whatever calls to me. So having a schedule somewhat keeps me on track, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So anyways, I'm rambling, so I'm going to take off now, edit this video somewhat, upload it. You may notice that there's another video on my channel. That one is not really intended. It's not a floss tube. It's nothing to do with crafting. It just, I put it up for family to have access to, so you can watch it if you want, but it will not mean anything to you. It's just a personal video. So anyways, until next time, take care of each other. Happy stitching.